Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Akabane101 and today we are going to be doing Jewel Store. We're going to do the Jewel Store heist on Overkill difficulty, full stealth, solo, so you guys can get your payday on at any time. Yes, anytime. Alright, so before we begin I'm going to show you guys my skills. This is all you really need. You need the Dominator skill on Ace. And we need the cable guy aced as well. That's all you need. Not even lying. Not even joking. You might want to go for the ECM jammer, which makes your life a little bit easier, making sure people do not call on your cell phone for stealth runs. It is the most useful tool for stealth, because everything else is completely useless for stealth, to be honest. Because who needs an ammo bag in the middle of a stealth mission, right? Doesn't make any sense. Other things that are nice: dead presidents, fast hands, cleaner, under enforcer, an aced transporter. Let's buy that right now. You won't see that in the actual official video because I'm doing this post, but even still, get transporter aced as well if you can. And that's about it. That's all you need. I also have pumping iron, I think. No, I don't have pumping iron. Okay, I'm lying. Anyway, that's pretty much everything. And then let's go to CrimeNet offline and find ourselves a jewel heist. And we'll see you right there. Okay, so now that we are in the jewel heist, or the jewel store, we can now see that I have the crosskill pistol. You just need a pistol with a silencer on it. You can use the starting pistol or the M1911 equivalent pistol called the crosskill pistol. I have a two-piece suit and an ECM jammer. Okay, and that's ready on it. Okay, it's pretty easy to do this. It's really not that big of a deal. The cops aren't here right now, but you can pretty much translate this idea over into it. Just know that when the cops are here, then all you have to do is just kill them and get everyone on the street down. And we'll be doing the exact same thing here, except for just not killing the cops, because there's no cops. This is typically the easier version of the jewelry store, so you can always just press escape and go to restart game if you want to actually get this one. But again, it's super easy when you deal with the cops. It's not actually that big of a deal, so don't even worry about it. If the cops are there, all you have to do is snipe them down and get the people on the street on the ground, and it'll be no problem. We'll be doing, like I said, we're doing the same thing, just no cops. Alright, so this guy's probably going to see me here. Should be fine. He's going to get his hands up. We're doing this using the Dominator ability. There is a refresh rate on that ability. So we can't do it on both of these guards here. So right now we're going to have to take this guy out. Boom. He's down, out cold. Gotta answer his pager.
I think the problem is
once the pager is answered, then we'll be able to bag the body thanks to our ghost ability. Very early on ghost ability, but super useful. Of course, that ability does have to be aced to be able to use it, but that's totally fine. Alright, so the body is bagged. Just make sure no one really sees you as you sneak across the windows. This guy will never be noticed because right now the AI is not programmed to see people that have handcuffed themselves in stealth mode. Okay, so now we have a choice. We can break into the back of the jewelry store. Probably a good idea right now, so we'll do this. And then we'll just take a peek as to what's going on back here. It's probably just one guy. Yeah, this guy here. We'll get him on the ground and tie him up, because it's probably a good idea. Sometimes there'll be 3 dudes, sometimes there'll be more. Or not more, but sometimes there'll be less. Usually just seeing one guy back here is typical. Sometimes it's a dude sitting on the chair and it takes a little bit of time for him to actually fall off the chair and then tie him up. But for the most part, pretty simple. We're also in a scenario where if there was a safe here, then we could just use that right now and no one will hear it. If anyone does hear it, just tell them to put their hands up back here and that won't be a problem. Alright, so doesn't seem like there's any security guards here, so that should be fine. So let's go down the street and just take a peek as to what's going on, because we're going to need to get the civilians on the street down now, because if we don't, then we're going to be in a bad scenario. Okay, so worst thing is trying to get people down too early. This seems like a perfect opportunity though, so we'll get them down on the street.
Get down!
Let's get this guy down on the street as well. Alright, hopefully that guy that's walking forward doesn't do anything. Alright, let's get him down on the ground. No one should see him. It's a person behind me that wants to get on the ground as well. As you can see, the exclamation marks just start appearing, and that's all great. As long as they're not standing in front of the windows of the jewel store, then everything should be okay. Tie their hands up so they can't call the police. This is only 4 of them. There should be 2 more, or 3 more actually, I believe. There's a guy on the left here, so I'm just going to get this guy to put his hands up. Alright, so this is our 5th guy. Oh, there's the other exclamation mark. Shit. Okay, we might have a little bit of a situation here. If you're not careful. Oh boy, this is not good. I think I just saw a guy in the back have an exclamation mark, so we're going to have to run in the back here. Put up our ECM jammer before someone calls the police. I swear I just saw someone scream out. That seems really weird. Okay. Oh, there he is, there he is, there he is, there he is, right there. Okay, we're fine. Random dude came to the back, got scared, ran to the other side. We're okay right now. Okay, so there should only be one more guy, unless that was the one that ran into the back room. Nope, that's the guy on the bench right there. I think that's the last guy. Don't believe there's anyone else. So that means we'll have to take out the guy on the bench and then take out everyone that's actually inside the bank, and then we should be okay. Or the bank, the jewelry store. Same thing, let's go with that. So yeah, it's pretty challenging. Basically the only difference is, since you need a silenced pistol, is because when there is the police to deal with, what you'll have to do is you'll have to align your shot. So a really good spot to align your shot would be right here. Make sure the little white dot on your pistol is right over the cop's head, and then you'll be able to shoot it, pull the trigger, and he will be goners. Unfortunately, there's really no way to get them to handcuff themselves, and the chance of you getting 2 cops to handcuff themselves at the same time is absolutely 0, so that is unfortunate. You can't really go any other way other than just killing them. So yeah, at least you guys know that. Okay, so here's a situation where this could go bad. I'm going to try it. We're going to see what happens. It could go bad, but we'll see. I'm trying to yell at him to get him on the ground, and hopefully no one in there will see it. Doesn't seem like it's happening, so we're fine. And there we go. So I think that's everyone. Let's just do another head count just to make sure that we don't have anyone missed. And we might have to count the guy that's in the back of the area, because I don't know if he ran from the street back into there, which could be very much a possibility. So we have 1 guy here. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. Alright, there's 4, right? And there's 5. There's 6. And then the 7th one would be back there, because there's always 7 people. Now, there could be a chance that you have to tie up an 8th person, which will be if the nice lady is back here. It doesn't look like the nice lady is chilling with us today. So, looks like we got everyone. We have 2 table ties. We have 2 cable ties to tie up the rest of the people that are inside the jewel store, which is, of course, not enough. But we gotta make do with what we got, right? Okay, so let's get back in here. These people are tied up back here. Let's see how many people are in the back here. We got 1, 2. That kind of sucks. But you know what? Not the end of the world. I think we'll be okay. So let's go in. Get everyone on the ground. Make sure there's no security guard either. Sometimes they are easy to miss. Alright, we have 2 cable ties, so let's get this lady down and this guy down, and now all we have to do is loot the store. Let's not take our time. Alright, so the idea is, if you have Enforcer, you can chuck the bags farther. Probably a good idea to get that, because you can stay closer to the people back here. You have other options as well. You could try and kill people in here if you wanted. Probably not a good idea, though, because you'll lose 5,000 per kill, which is not ideal to your money-making plans, unless they're just trying to make experience points, which is completely reasonable. Just make sure that none of them are standing up. You'll see them standing up and trying to see if you're there or around. Even if you're just standing right in front of them, they'll stand up and see if you're okay with it. But of course, if you just remind them to stand down, then they shouldn't actually get up, which would be great. Let's just chuck some stuff into the front of the store here, shall we?
Everybody stay down.
Just make sure that no one is trying to get up. So yes, if only we could have a few more cable ties, that'd be great, but I've looked down the entire mastermind list, and 10 seems to be the maximum. So having 2 people on this mission is ideal for the 20 cable ties. So if you do have at least 1 friend, it'll be no problem at all. It'll be way easier than this. You don't have to worry about anyone actually just randomly getting up. Me, luckily, I only have to worry about these few people that are, you know, just chilling on the ground here, doing their thing. But yeah, you'll find that there could be some huge BS happening where, like, you told them to get on the ground and then they just call the cops anyway. Which makes solo running the jewel store a little too random. It's a little too out there, and that's why I don't like it. It's not as straightforward as the bank heist, I would say. The bank heist feels a little bit more strict as the randomness goes.
Everybody stay down. Stay down.
So I would have to say the jewelry store probably isn't the best one for making money. Alright, let's just make sure everyone's on the ground first before we get our last bag, because you don't want to run up there, have the alarm go off, and then just go, well, there we go, it's over. Because I can't survive a full wave of overkill. But anyway, that's it. That's how you solo the jewel heist. Again, if you want to kill the cops, it's exactly the same way. All you have to do is make sure the cops are down. Do the exact same way we did it, where we took out the security guards in the back. If there's a security guard in the main area, wait to take him out until after the police have been dispatched. And make sure that the police do not fire a bullet, because that means lots of people are going to hear it. And you don't want people getting downed on the street in the middle of the street in front of the jewelry store, because people will notice it. Anywho, I'm Maccabean101, and for more of your Payday goodness, stay tuned right here on TGN. See you guys next time.